Hello guys and girls, my name is Purple Hatman and welcome to a brand new comic book video where, to celebrate the release of the She-Hulk TV series coming out later this month, I thought I'd do a video talking about She-Hulk. I'm going to try and tell you a few things you might need to know for the TV series and some just generally interesting facts I find about one of my favourite Hulks. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave me a like and a comment, and if you want to see more videos like this, then subscribe. But with that said, let's get started. So one of the first questions I think people are gonna have about She-Hulk, because she's a Hulk, is how strong is she? And that's actually got a pretty simple answer. When she started out as She-Hulk, she was class 70 strength, which means she can lift 70 tons. So the moment she transforms, she can lift 70 tons straight away. Now that's significantly less than male Hulks, but then it comes down to her unique gamma strength mutation, which most of the Hulks have this, which is just a unique way of increasing their strength. Obviously, we know what the original Hulk's is, which is his anger level. The angrier he gets, the stronger he gets. We all know that. But lots of other Hulks have varieties of this. And Jennifer Walters' variety is very interesting because it turns out that if she works out and exercises and builds strength in her human form of Jennifer Walters, when she transforms into She-Hulk, she will gain proportionately that amount of strength, but obviously in Hulk terms. So just to give you a perspective, I don't know the exact math, but if she learns to, build her strength to an extra, I don't know, 100 pounds, like in human form. I have no idea how much 100 pounds is. Hang on. Yes, kilograms. I just looked at my weight set. Kilograms. I lift kilograms. So if she learns to lift another 10 kilograms, easily in her human form, that could translate into 10 tons in her She-Hulk form. Just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. So she exercises in human form. She gains strength as She-Hulk. And since she's been doing that a long time in the comics now. She's known that about herself. That's been a fact for a while. So now, these days, and for a long time really, she's been at class 100 strength. So she's actually permanently increased her strength by exercising as Jennifer Walters to class 100 as She-Hulk. So now when she transforms for the first time, she can, instantly, she can easily lift 100 tons. And it's probably a lot more than that. But honestly, the true extent is kind of unknown, as is with most Hulks, but she's always getting stronger because she knows that about herself now, which that mutation is really interesting. I'd also like to know if you want to see a video about all the strength mutations of the Hulks, because I can definitely do a video like that. So leave me a comment if you want to see something like that. Another question I feel like people might have is why She-Hulk doesn't look as muscle-bound as her male Hulk counterparts. And that has always been the case in Marvel. The male Hulks seem to take on more muscle and more tone and definition in that muscle, so they look more muscular as well as being more muscular. And She-Hulks have always taken on a more voluptuous appearance, I think is the word, but it's not always the case. During the latest Avengers run by Jason Aaron, She-Hulk has taken on a much more muscular, much more, and I'm doing this in quotation marks, monstrous appearance. And yeah, you can see what it looks like on screen now, but she was not actually the first Hulk to do this, the first She-Hulk, because that title goes to Red She-Hulk, who, as you can see here, did it first in a story called Hell Hath No Fury. Hell Hath No Fury. Which, you can tell by this appearance. Jesus, just look at that face. But I like this aspect about the She-Hulks. It's nice to know that there is this monstrous side to them that can come out when they're given a power boost or when they're under great stress and great adversity. They can unleash this new muscular appearance and fight their way out. I would be interested to see if they're going to do something like this in the She-Hulk TV series. Maybe not in season 1, but I just want you to keep it in the back of your head that She-Hulks can gain a more powerful form and they can have these whole rage mode moments, because that's happened in the comics. So to see it happen in the MCU would be fun, and it's just something to keep in the back of your mind. The next thing I want to talk about is probably going to be the most important thing I'm going to say in this video in terms of the TV show, because it's the nature of the rivalry between Titania and She-Hulk. Now, we know Titania is in the She-Hulk series, and it looks like she's going to be a pretty important villain in it, and in the comics she is a lifelong rival of She-Hulk. because she's linked in with her origin. So Titania got her powers during the first Secret Wars in Marvel Comics from Doctor Doom. And basically, as a person, she always felt weak and like she was being trodden on, and like she always needed people's help, and she just always felt like the underdog in a way. You know, she was always the person getting picked on, never the person who did the picking on. So yeah, when she finally got super strength, she thought, okay, this is my chance to go out there and show everyone that I'm the boss now, you know what I mean? And unfortunately for her, one of her first fights was with She-Hulk. Now, although she put up an admirable fight, to be honest, I was quite impressed, She-Hulk at the end of the day was stronger, and she beat Titania quite badly, to the point where she had to ask the people around her to save her. Basically, she asked them for help, which for her was deeply demoralizing, and it actually left Titania scarred, like mentally scarred. She was so upset that she had to, even with all her strength, still ask for help. And she turned this, you know, this self-conscious, oh my god, I'm still not good enough, into a hatred for the She-Hulk. And I think that's exactly what we're going to see in the TV series. She's going to face off against She-Hulk, she's going to get beaten badly, and she's just going to, you know, have this whole insecurity thing of, I cannot let this person beat me, how dare she beat me, how dare she show me up, I'm going to take my revenge. And you're going to see that throughout the course of the series, just Titania constantly trying to prove she can beat She-Hulk, that she's better than her. Yeah, I think that's definitely going to be something we're going to see. The final thing I'm going to mention in this video is just a bit of fun, but it could still have some relevance to the TV show. And it's that Jennifer Walters' She-Hulk learns a meditation technique from Lyra. Lyra is a She-Hulk as well. She's the Hulk's daughter, genetically engineered daughter, from an alternate future where women and men are at war. I know, it's complicated, but basically Lyra has to stay calm during a fight because of her unique gamma mutation. So she enters into a zen-like state where basically she experiences no emotional changes, no anger, no frustration, no nothing while she's fighting. And she teaches this in the comics, she teaches this technique to She-Hulk. Now, I've never seen it used by She-Hulk since then, but I do think that they finished this training and that Jennifer Walters can do that. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a moment in the TV show where, you know, Professor Hulk is trying to teach She-Hulk how to control her rage, and he, you know, enters into some kind of thing like you have to meditate, you have to take deep breaths, you have to enter into a kind of state where you don't get annoyed and stuff. And I think this, like, this teaching with Lyra is where that comes from. You know, I'll be looking out for a reference here or there with this, especially because Jennifer Walters' way of getting into this state, she says she needs a mantra, so something she can repeat to like trigger this state of Zen meditation, and she chooses the Peanut Butter Jelly Time song, and I just find that absolutely hilarious. So I'll be looking out for Easter eggs of this little scene from the comics. And that is about it. I am super excited about the She-Hulk TV show. Like, I hope that it's everything I want it to be. I know the CGI looks a bit iffy. I thought that too when I first saw the trailer. I don't know if it's going to get better. I hope it does. But overall, it's not going to bother me too much. I just want more Hulks in my MCU. That's all I want. I am such a huge Hulk fan. Anything Hulk, She-Hulk, Red Hulk, Blue Hulk, anything I can get my hands on, I love. So this TV show, when I heard it was being made, I screamed like a little girl, I'm going to be honest. So I am just super excited, and I hope you are too. But with that being said, that is the video. Please leave me a like and a comment if you enjoyed, subscribe, because all of that stuff helps me out. I want to grow my channel, that would be great. But that's all I have to say. I have been Purple Hat Man. You have been a great audience. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video very, very soon. Bye-bye.